I go move like that. Fuck with that dog like me.
What's up? What's good? Welcome to the Locked In Podcast. Another episode. We back at it. I don't know what episode this is, but we're still running this shit. Got the boys with me today, KHALID, Marco. What's the deal, my brothers?
Just got off work.
Yeah.
Sleepy.
We all met up at a little vegan restaurant, Guac Star. You said it was the homie's been saying it was bullshit, I guess, but
I don't know. I didn't eat it, so I don't want to talk about it.
it was $2, so it was like,
Was it fire?
yeah, Taco Tuesday, $2. I'm probably not gonna complain about really shit unless it tastes like straight ass. Then I'm.
Hey, I had my 1942 and I had my Costa Azul, and those was hidden.
Oh yeah, he came. They didn't have
They didn't have Jameson.
Jameson, so you ordered 1942.
Yeah, I'm the opposite of a bougie nigga, so I'm gonna order Jameson first and foremost, and if they don't have Jameson, then I'm going to the top shelf shit.
What put you on the Jameson? Because you're always getting Jameson.
Probably Cuddy, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
To be completely real, yeah. Cuddy used to be throwing bottles of Jameson out the fucking off the top of the table with plain Pat and shit back in the day when this nigga was raging. So
Full bottles or what? Just throwing shots at niggas?
throwing bottles, throwing
Raging.
yeah, throwing things of ice out in the crowd and shit. The nigga
Out the bucket?
got bars. Yeah, got bars about it.
That's kind of gangsta, actually.
Yeah.
I seen the Jameson, like how I got put onto it was Wiz Khalifa. I remember he switched from the Bombay to the Jameson, and I was like, oh shit. I saw him drinking it with the bitches and shit, and I was like, this might be the
Yeah, I
new-
remember Wiz and Juicy J. They used to be Bombay niggas, but yeah, when I was like 18 when I very first started drinking, had my fake ID and shit. I was like, well, you go to the bar, you don't know what the fuck to get.
Yeah.
And I just remember Cuddy being off Jameson. I'm like, let me do Jameson. Yeah.
On rocks?
Jameson ginger ales. I started off kind of like, Jameson ginger ales, and then I, evolved into a Jameson on the rocks.
Nice.
And then I evolved into my final form of shots of Jameson.
Shots of Jameson and on the rocks.
Yeah.
Which I'll talk about our weekend. We all went out together. We went out, what day was it? Friday or Saturday?
Had to be Friday.
Had to be Friday. We just honestly had a like low key, no homo, little boys night. Like we went to Ziggy's, and then after that we got some shots, got some drinks, and then
Hey, you ain't even gotta call no homo, nigga. Boys nights is necessary,
it's lit,
bro.
right? Like
It's
it was
necessary.
cool. I was fucking with it. It was actually like better than like, you know what I'm saying? Than
If a
trying to
bitch
be-
try to talk to me on boys night, it's a dub, bitch. Get away from me. It's boys night. You come talk to me tomorrow.
That's funny as fuck. But you brought up at the table while we're all sitting down, you're like, we're just kind of chilling like on our phones and shit, and you're like, Marco, let me see your phone. Or is it, I think it was me first. Let me see your phone. Like, let me see what you liked on Grailed. Like, let me see.
Oh yeah, I really wanted to see. I'm like, when I get to see somebody's Grail's favorites, it lets me know a lot about that person, like what they really genuinely into. Like,
Yeah.
it lets you tap into their brain like a lot deeper. I know that shit sounds like ridiculous on surface if you're not really like into clothes or whatever like that, but for me, it tells me a lot about a person. Like, okay, this nigga, like, he know about some shit,
You would agree. You said the same thing too, huh, Marco? You feel like you
Yeah,
learned
that
more.
is true. Shit was kind of cool. I was like, I never thought about that. It's like, when you think about how someone dresses, like, some niggas really do come in, they want some tight jeans. Some niggas want some loose shit. Some niggas want, like, why?
Yeah.
They, like, give you a reason why. And so it's like, it makes sense. And then some niggas just want to look a certain way. I don't know. So it does, like, help you understand a person in a certain way.
Yeah. Especially if you tap into like, I don't know. If you can see their favorites, that means they're at home. They're just chilling. They're looking at like whatever they personally like themselves. It's not like the homie's right behind you and like he's looking at you try these shorts on and shit. So it's a different.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty good.
Mine specifically, bro, mine is curated in such a like specific ass way where it's like you really learn a lot more. You're like, okay, this nigga likes these 3 brands. He likes some cheap shit. He likes some expensive shit. Like, my shit's just all over the place. So,
And then you put a rule out too. You're like, all right. Like, we can't get any of the pieces that somebody else has
that's
already
a fact.
favorited.
If you see a favorite in your homie's shit, nigga, it's off limits. Just that, like, fact. If you order some shit that you see on your homeboy's favorites, nigga, like, you're a dub. You
Slimy.
Yeah, you slimy as fuck.
Shiesty
Exactly.
Shit. Well, let's jump into the first
the
topic.
same thing that's like,
What do you mean?
we had the same thing that was like, but mine was a different color.
Oh,
That's-
yeah, the hoodie.
That's
Do
like,
y'all want to say the hoodie?
oh, we had the same thing.
The ERD hoodie.
Oh, you had it already in your shit?
I had the yellow one, but it was
Okay.
like, wait. I don't want to say.
Yeah.
We won't say the price.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
whatever.
his
It's
was
cool.
like he liked one that was 10 bands. How much was yours? Well, I don't even understand why the hoodie was 10 bands. That's actually like ridiculous.
Because it's art, nigga.
That shit was. It was just a logo.
Yeah, you're not meant to understand the price of the art.
I guess not. That shit is insane.
Like he'll just put some shit out, and whatever the price is, that's the price, bro. Like that's what he values it at, and I respect
When I
that.
saw it
I'm
was
a
like
big fan of that though.
Yeah.
2000.
2000 for the yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, the yellow one released. I think the reason mine was so expensive is because that one, the one I like, wasn't ever put out.
Oh, you did say that last.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. What about first topic, Kanye 6.6 billion, right? So when this was first reported, it was reported as if he was the richest black man in America. Or was it America or the world when it was reported?
America, I think.
America.
Yeah, what I read was he's like the third richest black person in the world or something.
Yeah, so I dig deeper on it. I looked up some articles and I actually watched a Forbes video, and it was talking about Forbes didn't put that number out. It was another whatever brand or whatever. They put that number out, but it was all most of it 3 billion was projected off of the Gap sales, like future sales that haven't even came out yet. So that's not actually like what he has in assets or what he has in jewelry, anything like that.
It never is
projected.
Net worth,
no, the
net
Forbes-
worths are
the
always
Forbes.
yeah, but a net worth is always like a projection of like, you know, it's not necessarily what they have in their bank account. It's always kind of just a projection of like what they're worth.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily a projection. It's just like your assets and like all that shit. So I guess it's like the value of what you have, everything, assets, your deals.
For
all
sure.
that. It's not I don't
Future
think it's
sales, things like that.
Future too.
No, only Forbes doesn't do the future. I learned.
Okay. Well,
Yeah. No, it's just some shit I learned. Yeah.
That's just him saying like, yo, everything I made, everything I have my name on. I guess. So is that inaccurate? 6.6 billion.
I wouldn't say it's inaccurate because
the Gap deal hasn't gone through yet, so
I think that's gonna explode.
Why hasn't it gone through?
They just haven't put a product out yet.
Yeah.
I think it's
So
sealed.
the
It's
deal-
still, it's all good. It's ready to go. But
whenever he drops, bro, shit gonna go. I know I'm putting my kids in Gap.
I've actually been saying this for the
Have your
longest.
parents ever put your
I've really been saying this for the
in
longest.
Gap?
I told Amir this the other day too, because he's like, "Yo, I gotta put
told me
my
your
son
parents
in
put you in
Tom Brown,"
Cadillac shoes.
and I'm like, honestly, bro, I'm not sure about the whole like kids and designer shit. Like, I told him, I'm like, "Yo, when I have kids, I'm gonna have them head to toe Gap. Like, that's just
Exactly.
you know."
something a little cozy. Like they're
Yeah,
gonna grow out of it
exactly.
anyways.
Like just that classic Gap logo shit, like that's just, you know, let him be a kid. Like Gap is perfect for that shit.
I think vintage is kind of cool too. Like if
But-
you have if you can match the sneakers with your
Actually,
little,
it is cool. It is cool. Someone's doing that.
I mean,
their kids little vintage tee.
You know, everybody different.
like $1 a penny. Like
Everybody's different, but you know, like I don't want to put my kids in nothing that they don't even know what it is.
I'm
Like,
putting them in Gap,
yeah,
and it's gonna be easy Gap if he releases.
yeah.
I'm putting her in Gap.
that kind of reminds me of like Stormy's probably the best dressed little
Do you
kid.
think she's in Gap? Easy Gap.
She will be.
Yeah.
She will be dripped down up and down in Easy Gap for sure. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's been like what Astro
Bro,
World.
everyone's kids are gonna be dripped in Easy Gap. They're gonna try to have their kids have Easy Gap. There's gonna be fake Easy Gap made.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Like
I don't even.
if
I haven't
it's a
seen one
projection, I
thing.
think it's gonna be more than that. Cause you gotta think about how big Gap is, Gap and Old Navy, and like all those like low end type brands for suburban people and people that want to be in middle class.
Right.
And maybe even people that are in like upper class and they still shop Gap. You feel me?
Didn't they at one point put the price points out of certain sweaters and hoodies? I thought the website was open for a little bit. Or am I tripping? Do you guys remember that?
I remember Diet Prada put out some shit that a lot of people thought was irresponsible. It was like Trump themed, like Yeezy Gap merchandise, and
Nah, I
like,
don't think that's definitely not real. That's
yeah, it
cap.
wasn't real.
That's
But
cap.
a lot of people, because Diet Prada didn't really like emphasize that it was just
Oh yeah,
like
Diet Product.
Oh,
just
that was
trolling
big.
or whatever. Yeah, a lot of people that I even know, like Guillermo from 424 and all these other people, was actually on their head like, this is irresponsible as fuck.
Oh, because they thought it was real.
To the naked eye, you really had to like do your research to make sure that this wasn't
real
actually
shit.
what was going to be released. Like,
I forgot. That's a good topic.
They're getting sued.
Diet Product getting sued. I forgot.
Diet Prada got sued.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Crazy, bro.
Who is it? Motherfucking.
Jamie.
Yeah, who's on?
Look up diet. Denzel, look up Diet Prada
Bro,
sued.
it's on my tongue.
Just type in Diet Prada sued. I seen that too, but I want to say about Prada
Oh, I got tears in my eyes, bro.
because you fucking hate
This
them.
is the greatest day of my life.
They're suing them for like hella money. I might not be Prada. We're looking it up. What does it say?
Dolce & Gabbana.
Turns out Italian fashion house Dolce & Gabbana has filed a
Dolce & Gabbana.
fan suit
that line,
against Instagram fashion bloggers. Diet
Yeah,
Prada
say it like
seeking
that.
approximately $780 million in damage.
Woo! That's right.
Advertising.
780.
That's right.
Why is it, Denzel? Like, why are they suing him exactly? I think it was a post.
What I read is
Defamation or
it's
something?
basically like saying like Dolce & Gabbana had an advertisement where like it was an Asian lady eating like trying to eat spaghetti with chopsticks, and it was like using very like derogatory and like
Yeah.
terms or whatever, and Diet Prada was like bringing that out, and then they're basically saying this is advertisement, like we're not trying to take advantage of the culture.
So what? It was
they're
a
counter-
defamation lawsuit.
I guess I really don't know the name for it.
I think I remember that. Yeah, their Diet Prada was trying to say like they're racist, right?
Basically I don't know what's
What is
right
that?
or wrong.
It sounded like a
I just
defamation
don't
lawsuit.
know that. Like I didn't even watch the advertisement. I just watched some of it. I was like, it's kind of art, but it's like it's kind of weird when an Italian nigga's doing it about like a Chinese culture. I'd rather Italian nigga do it about his own culture.
It's probably a defamation lawsuit.
Yeah, Dolce & Gabbana just made an ad having Chinese models attempting eating Italian food using chopsticks.
I feel like that's not bad. Like, why is that such a
kinda
like,
racist,
It's wrong.
nigga.
It's wrong time. And
It's
it's
kind of
not-
racist.
It's noodles.
Look, it's kind of racist, nigga. Why can't they just use a fucking fork?
Yeah, it's just like, oh, I don't know how to eat this. Like,
Really? That's how y'all see it?
Yeah,
It is a little bit fucking racist, bro. Come on.
I guess I
even
don't
if they,
see it
if
like
they know
that.
how
I
to
see
use
it like-
chopsticks, they definitely know how to eat spaghetti with chopsticks.
It'd be like if you had if you had like an African person or whatever, like a clearly like Ethiopian person or some shit
Yeah.
in a Italian restaurant eating like with his hands or
I
something.
knew you were gonna
right?
say hands, yeah.
You'd be like, nigga, give him a fork, bro. Like, what are you doing?
It's like, nigga, this is normal.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, it is kind of racist.
I
So it's
understand.
like,
I understand if you
Dolce
say it
&
like
Gabbana knows
that.
they
I don't
can,
think it's
like,
bad though.
they can sue them because it's like, oh, you're trying to like make it seem like something we're not, but we're really just we're creating art.
Defamation is I mean,
But
it's
it's like
a
they're-
tricky lawsuit.
What does that mean?
They're
Defamation.
creating art, but they're kind of being
Defamation is basically like when you play a role in the public having like a changed
before
image
all
of
this.
you or whatever.
Okay.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like,
Yeah, they
so-
alter your.
Yeah, they alter your public appearance, so it makes it hard for you to, maybe get future deals, maybe make future sales or whatever. Like,
Fumbling your. Okay.
yeah, a lot of celebrities will usually sue for defamation. Like, if someone wrongly accuses them of some shit, or like some article puts out something that's false, whatever. It's usually about it stems from a false claim about a
Altering
certain
your
person or
public image
brand.
and
Yeah.
shit. Okay, because people sue for that usually after like if you get a whole bunch of like rape allegations and
Exactly.
shit. Somebody
Yeah.
be like, yo,
and they're
that was all
false. Somebody
false.
will sue the person who said it for defamation. Like, you're slandering my name.
Nigga.
Yeah, that's insane. But,
Hey, pass me a pineapple if you got one.
but the Diet Prada shit, I did read that was crazy.
I mean,
I don't think they're gonna
that's-
win, to be
but
honest.
real
If anything,
with you,
they'll
I don't think
settle.
it's-
But I don't think they could win that in the court of law.
I think shit like hopefully they. Are you talking about Diet Prada wins?
I don't think
Right.
Diet Prada. Yeah, I don't think Dolce & Gabbana is gonna win that lawsuit. I think it like their best case scenario is Diet Prada settling out of court or something like that. But you can't really win a lawsuit like that because they didn't really say anything false. They just kind of gave their opinion based off like
True.
an ad that you put out. You know.
True, you're right.
Yeah, and they were definitely being racist. So Diet Prada wasn't wrong.
And it's the worst timing to say anything about Asians.
I
right
think it
now,
was
too.
a little bit before, but even though like they're basically just trying to save their ass and just like say like, oh no, it's kind of like what rich white men do when they get in trouble. They're just like, hey, fuck it, I'm just gonna pay this shit off, like, or I'm gonna
that
sue you.
force retire.
Yeah, like
I think
no.
they made a hashtag called DG loves China.
DG loves China.
Yeah, like come on, you know that's not true. Like if you really did, you wouldn't have made some racist.
Well, did you
Not
see that one
derogatory.
thing that it was probably like 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago? Burger King put out like an article and it was like women stay in the kitchen, like women go to the kitchen. You
Wait,
seen
Burger
that?
King said this?
Yeah. Yeah, they tweeted it. Yeah, you're right. They tweeted that out, saying like women belong in the kitchen or bring women back to the kitchen. One of the two.
Bring women back to the kitchen.
Bro,
Everybody like went upset, right?
do
Everybody
these
was like,
niggas not have people to proofread they shit?
Listen. So everybody obviously went in storm, like boom, boom, boom.
Obviously.
What the fuck? And then instantly they put out like, no, we're putting a scholarship out because most of the top chefs are males and we need more like women top chefs. Like,
if you want to be real, you know what I think is wrong. It's yo.
I think that was full marketing though. I think they obviously know.
Yo, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, you know what's wrong is like basically what some marketers think is like comedic shit is always the best route. Like, it may be funny to like a nigga that is wanting to watch a humor movie, like a comedy, but a nigga that's just living everyday life that wants to eat Burger King, they don't want to know that they're telling.
It's not that hard, bro. You just gotta like
to go back in the kitchen.
You
like,
gotta do a
come
field
on, bro.
study.
Like,
anytime they put out a new burger or a new fucking sandwich, bro, they do a field study to see how many people like it, how many people dislike it, and what they don't like or like about it. Nigga, do the same thing with your tweets, bro. What you doing?
But don't you
do the same thing with your designs?
I think that was so
like,
purposeful. Like,
I'm basically trying to say like, if they're marketers, they could have done it purposeful. That would be fucked up and weird.
I think, 100%.
Or they could have just done it like, oh, comedy is the way to like get people to like our shit. So like,
to be
let's say
honest,
some
bro,
funny shit.
it's the same
Or
thing
like
as like the
some
Gucci like blackface or whatever. Like, you know,
that shit
all
was
these
so
other
hard.
brands. It's
Doug
like
had that shit. That shit was.
But like Thug wore it and it kind of.
It was tight. The Gucci little fucking.
Hey, y'all can't pick and choose when someone's racist, bro. That shit was racist.
Wait, is this the one I was drinking?
Yeah, I have.
I guess. Okay, so. I guess I don't know. The Gucci one was kind of crazy. Like that one was a little bit nuts.
That Prada, bro. Literally every single brand that's ever been around is guilty of it.
Yeah. I don't know. Damn. I guess am I like blind? Like am I just used to that shit? Like where I'm just like
people being like derogatory and racist. And,
yeah, like the chopsticks. Like I guess I'm like like that's not that big of a deal. Or like the.
It's just like some people just find it offensive because they're like part of the culture or something happened to them. And some people don't.
I respect it either
or like
way.
the other people don't. So it's just like, but I try to like, we all.
That makes sense. We'll talk about the Stone Island New Balance collab. So Stone Island recently published like a flyer, and it was just Stone Island x New Balance on this just little photo. So do you think? My first initial thought, like, okay, for sure sneakers, and then I seen Vogue put out like a poll, and it was like, is it going to be sneakers? Is it going to be clothing, or is it going to be clothing and sneakers?
Nigga, they don't have sneakers.
Probably clothing and sneakers.
That's what I thought, but I think it's going to be
just sneakers
now. Like, I just kind of just spend a little bit more time on it.
I mean, New Balance isn't known for making clothes, so, you know, I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't know. Stone Island isn't known for, like, just doing shoe collabs. So, you know, like, anytime they do a collab, it's usually something pretty expansive, whether you look at Supreme or, you know, some other brands, but yeah.
Does New Balance make sweatpants, right?
I think they make a lot of
like tech wear type shit.
I only know
athletic
wear.
Yeah, I've literally
honestly,
only seen shoes from them, so I don't know.
To be real with you, like it does make sense if they did a Stone Island New Balance collab, like with apparel, not only shoe.
I looked up. I did research on this too. They had a collab back in 2013 where it was just shoes, Stone Island and New Balance. Mm-hmm. The shoes look like regular as fuck. They look like regular ass New Balances. But a lot of people are projecting that since Stone Island does a lot of crazy full garment dyes, like they don't just dye the fabric, they actually dye the whole garment. Mm-hmm. That they might do that with the New Balances, and people are just making their own projections. I think if I had to make a projection, I think it's just going to be just a shoe that I feel like it might be like a boot or something too. Like something that's like kind of, that can be used in like real life, like outdoors or some shit like that, I would imagine.
Uneducated guess. I mean, it's about to be summertime. I think they about to just do like a summertime sneaker.
You casually called it an uneducated guess?
Yeah.
I respect it.
Because I ain't do the research that you put into it, but I'm just saying, just like looking at it from like, you know, from a surface level, like Stone Island New Balance about to like summertime collaboration. I see like, you know, a classic New Balance sneaker, maybe some summer colors in that bitch, like, you know,
that'd be fire.
I've definitely seen Stone Island.
But we did guess this. When we recorded a podcast earlier on Stone Island selling like to Montclair, like Montclair buying them out, we're projected that a lot more collaborations, and we're already starting to see it. We're already starting to see
That's crazy.
shit like that.
But I'm like, hey, just make the bread, bro. Like,
Fuck it.
yeah, but like, yeah.
What about I need somebody to teach me about these NFTs. I know basically about it. We have the topic written up there. Murder Bravado sold some NFT jeans, basically, almost
Yeah.
like a
NFTs still
like-
don't make no fucking
He
sense to
sold
me,
them
bro.
for like 5.4 Ethereum, if I'm wrong, correct me, which is like equivalent to 11,000 USD. So it's like, and it wasn't even like his actual pants. It's like a 3D rendering, like an art visual.
Yeah, that's what an
an
NFT is. An NFT is never something physical. It's always that's the whole thing that I'm hung up on. Is so NFTs traditionally right now, NFTs are like primarily baseball cards, basketball cards, things like that, right?
art.
It's moving into the art.
It's mainly
world
art,
now.
bro. To be real, it's always been art.
All right, at least from the NFTs that I've been seeing that have been selling for a lot, it's been like a bunch of cards primarily, and then from that it started shifting more into the art realm. Like you have Banksy putting out his first artwork only on NFT, right? But here's the thing that I don't seem to really grasp about it, that I'd be stuck on, is like when people buy art, especially for like millions of dollars, bro, it's literally half of it is for the flex, if not more. Like half of it is literally for the flex of having it in your house. Whenever you have people over, they're like, oh, is this a Picasso? Is this a whatever? Like, and you get
Sip
to
wine, look at it.
yeah, you literally get to be like, oh yeah, this is an original Picasso, blah 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 blah. This is how I obtained it. You know, it's
Something to showcase.
It's
something.
a flex in the 1% world. You know, in the 1% of the 1% world, that is where your flexes start to go. You buy businesses, you buy artworks, you buy things like that. And not only is it a flex, but it holds its value. So if you want to sell it, it's probably gonna appreciate, like, you know, year by year. And NFT, you can't. Who the fuck are you gonna show NFT to? It's on your computer, like.
What if you got like a sick projection or some shit on the wall where
Right,
they like
dude,
have a special projector where they...
That's what I'm saying. NFT is so limitless, bro. I think you're just thinking so linear right now. Like you gotta think about like
could be
what
anything.
like someone, for example, I don't want to even tell you, bro, like what you can possibly do, but it's just like say for instance, you Banksy, like art is one example. You have a Banksy like art piece, whatever the art piece is, he can make something that's more like interactive than just a picture.
Right.
Like, you feel me?
He can make it a 3D rendering really at best, but how is it?
No, not at best. Like, there's more shit you can do, bro. Like, there's more. Like, nigga, you can add files and that shit.
Maybe
You can
a
add
whole
files and
NFT video game.
You can make you can do whatever, and it's just like only that one or 24 people have it. And it's just like it's worth whatever they auction it for, whatever they want to start the bid at, or whatever, however it works.
I don't know.
I've been looking into it. It's kind of interesting. Like, I feel like if any artist, whatever type of artist you are, just put it on there. I'm gonna get into it for sure.
To me, it's not something tangible. With
Yeah,
a
but
physical
it's like-
piece of artwork, it's tangible. You could see it, you could feel it,
Touch it,
you know, you can
grasp it.
show it, you can whatever. It's a file though, like, you know, it's just different. And
it's
I guess you can
digital,
make
but
the
that's
same
kinda like-
comparison as like, what's the difference between a print and an original? But there's something more tangible about having the original, having it hung up, seeing it.
Well, I can also agree with you too, because last night maybe you are familiar with the documentary as well, but I forgot what the documentary is called. It was on Netflix, and it was about this Chinese artist who made duplicates, fakes of all these super big like paintings, like Picasso paintings and all this other shit. He would make fakes of them, and like they would have to get vintage canvas for him to even paint on. So like that plays a role into it too, like a physical, tangible, like, oh, like
For sure, yeah.
it's fucking, you know, it's vintage and other shit like that won't get old.
But like,
NFTs.
let's say you're a billionaire and you got some crazy rare NFT, right? Instead of people coming over to your house for like a dinner party or whatever and seeing it and the conversation started, you literally got to bring out your laptop and be like, hey, look, y'all want to see this NFT I got? Like,
All right, say fuck it. I'll tell you how it works. Say you have an NFT, right? That can 3D print whatever the fuck I make, or whatever the fuck Kanye West makes, or whatever the fuck whoever makes, and you can only 3D print it, and like you only have that file, like, bro.
And then
You know, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, the idea is limitless. Like,
And then you
just
can
because it's
print
not
one,
tangible,
too.
that's how feelings are, bro. It's
So
not
what?
tangible. It still affects you. Like, I'm not trying to go too deep. That's how it is. Like, it's not a physical thing.
I
Like,
mean,
you
look,
can do more with
it's clearly my skepticism is because it's such a new idea.
Right.
We all still are like grasping the meaning and like trying to understand it, right?
But basically the whole
all at the same
concept of
time.
this blockchain shit is like what we put our value is money.
But
What
yeah,
we put our
clearly
value
it's a
in.
proven. It's
You
a,
feel me?
you know,
So, like-
there's a proof of concept there. It's like clearly this is the way. This is how things are moving. So
Right.
yeah, it's for sure. Like this is the way that art is moving. There's no doubt or argument about that.
Right.
My thing is it's still so new and still so like
long will it
weird
last?
that
Yeah,
it's not even about how long it'll last. It's just like I'm still trying to understand it. It's almost like when I don't know, color TV or some shit start, or like touchscreen phone started. Niggas was kind of like, wait, I don't get it. Like,
Right. Or text messages, like,
You know,
they're like,
so,
why would
yeah.
I text? Nigga, I could just call you and tell you in 2
it's
seconds.
just it's a new concept that you still have to wrap your head around, and like it's so new that I'm one of those people who I still am kind of just like, you know, there's a lot of it I don't understand. Like, why wouldn't you just get the traditional method of art? But
Touche.
yeah,
I feel like both are gonna go up regardless, but I'm just saying like
You think it's here to stay, Marco?
I think Amir told me something like the artist to sell his piece for the most expensive, like the highest amount was on an NFT.
yeah.
So, like, he
Someone
surpassed
just sold
Basquiat.
their first tweet as an NFT for like
Jack Dorton.
And it's just
over
like
$1 million,
whatever we put our
yeah.
value in, it's kind of like, now that you think about it this way, it's kind of whack, but it's crazy at the same time.
super crazy. Yeah,
It's just like, you have a wave.
yeah. I mean, look, art is only as valuable as like
What people put in.
yeah, what people will pay for it. So clearly NFTs are like, you know, no one's debating that it's a valuable commodity, but nonetheless it's just like the whole idea of it is still strange to me because it's so new. Yeah,
Right,
Touche.
I agree with you.
I think what you said, the 3D printing, that would be super cool. And then what we kind of came up with earlier, like, what if somebody's like, yo, I can sell. Who's the top model? It's,
Alton.
yeah, Alton Mason. What if he just like completely scanned his body and then sold it to like LVMH for nigga? Y'all can use this for nigga.
That's $1 billion
50,
idea.
You
Hey,
know
if
what
y'all
I'm saying?
take that, we suing you.
I'm gonna sell my body for 50 bands.
I'd be like, if I was LVMH, I'd be like, why don't you bring your ass here and shoot for fucking.
Well, the LVMH can do that, and they can pay the money for his.
I'm like, we can
body,
do that too, nigga.
For
Or
his
you
body
can-
type,
you wanna do-
but then LVMH can then sell it and license that his body. That's kind of fucked up.
Oh yeah, that is. Then they can use that for anything, huh?
Like niggas can be in video games eventually when the world's 3D and shit.
And next you know, you're on all these video games. You're getting no royalties because you sold it all for
Damn,
one.
shit crazy. The world is wild.
Damn, maybe the wave would be just keep your own. Like if I had a full body scan, I was a top model, I would keep my own shit and just
Right.
like rent it out to niggas.
I still don't get this shit, bro. Like, I don't know. I was listening to the Blueprint yesterday, like shedding a tear, bro. I'm like, I miss
Just
2005.
good, like,
I'm like, I miss 2005 so much. I went back into the old Kanye West vault. I was watching old Kanye interviews. Like I miss the past, bro. Like
when was this?
last night.
Nice.
Yeah,
Just binging on like older. Oh shit,
yeah, you good.
my bad.
Yeah, just binging on old Kanye West shit and old Jay-Z shit from like 2005.
I felt that's when niggas were really talking about getting money and all that other shit.
It was a different time. It was a very different time, and like I miss it.
If you had to pick a time to live in, what would it be?
2008 was probably my favorite year. But to be honest, I lived in it already. So like if I could choose any, I'd probably go back to like the 80s, like 80s in New York City for maybe a week.
What about that World War II shit you're talking about at the bar? Like I thought you.
No, I don't want to live in World War II, bro. That shit was gnarly,
fucked up,
nigga. Your fucking city might get bombed, like while
know what the
you
fuck
there.
happened.
Yeah.
If you had to live in it at a time, Marco, what would it be?
Definitely the future. I can't. Nah, you feel me?
That makes sense.
Probably like 3,000 something.
That'd be fire.
If
On
the
Mars?
world, if the world's good. If it's like trash and it's like all burnt up and like.
What if we're on Mars kicking it now?
That's the goal. That's actually the goal, because
I would be on Mars.
yeah, like I spend a lot of time researching like the future and shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of them weird things that I'm into, and I'll be looking up like what's the world gonna look like in like the year 3000, like reading mad articles on this shit, and like that's why we trying to move to like Mars and shit. So it's just a lot of crazy shit that's supposed to happen. Like
Yeah, because they say like They're projecting that the world's just not like that sustainable. Like unless we do a drastic change or something.
Yeah, we fucked it up beyond all repair to a large extent. You know, like
Right.
You really cyber with it.
For what?
It's whatever. Anyways, the
He gotta get a mic, too.
Fashion's fucking up the planet.
All right, Marco, you had a timer on your phone for the Rick Martins, yeah, basically the fucking Rick Martins.
Ricky Martins.
Yeah, you were like, bro, I'm gonna get these. Albert, you gonna get some. Khalid, you gonna get some. You had the timer. You said that this fucking site crashed. Like, what happened? Like, what
So
the
like
fuck?
when I went on there, either the site crashed or the bots ate it up. I didn't get my hands on them, but I heard they're reselling for like $700. But like now, I just want to wait until I see them in person.
I've been seeing
See
them.
if they're worth buying.
But-
But now they're all sold out. I was just gonna buy them if they were like not above 400. But when I saw the retail price, I think it was like 300. I was like, I guess because it's Rick, I'll do it.
Yeah.
But then like, yeah, the site, it was just saying error, fucked up.
I've read the comments. A lot of people experienced the same thing.
Yeah.
They said that the site crashed and was like, what the fuck? And the niggas were like, I got a 9.5. Like, nigga, tap
And then
in.
as soon as I went on Grailed, it was like 700. I'm like, nah, I'm good. Like, it's a Doc Martin. Like, I'll probably see someone with it on. And if they want to sell it because they don't like it, because what other people said, I mean, I'll cut that shit off.
I think you were right. Like, a lot more people like it than what I thought. Like, I don't like it, but a lot of people like Hidden NY are posting it. A lot of like archive pages. So I think the more that people post shit like that, like the more the price is going to go
Bro,
up.
imagine anything Rick does is going to be legendary. Imagine if Rick, I know it sounds wild, but just imagine if he did a Nike collab.
Oh, no, he did. No. He just came out with a collab. My bad. We'll talk about it. It's lame as fuck to me, nigga.
Wait, what?
Rick and Champion.
That's not lame. I'm about to copy it. I'm like copying
lame.
everything Rick now. Like I saw a Stussy one. I saw it in person. I was like, it looks kind of cool. It has Michelle Lamey's.
Oh, me too. I seen that.
With the print. Have you seen it? When I saw it in person, I was like, it's kind of cool. It's like it's
Stussy
just
cool. Champion, no.
nah, but you getting all 2020 Rick collabs and shit, bro. Like that's not.
That's not it, huh?
Yeah, it's not a flex.
What's the good Rick collabs?
I'm not trying to flex. I'm just trying to be like, if I want to be in the crib, I want to be in the Stussy. If I
like
want to
the
go to Walmart,
Stussy
I want
one.
to be in the Stussy Rick.
Teach his own. You feel me? Like I don't know. I'm a product of nostalgia personally. So I don't know. I can't get too hyped on like things like this where it's so oversaturated. Niggas don't like. A lot of niggas don't even know why they like it, why they want it.
Right.
They just know that it's hyped, so they're like, I need it. Like they have no idea about, you know, like niggas really don't even know whether they like it or
That's
don't
why
like
your
it.
opinion
why.
matters on
You know
the
why.
podcast though, to bring up those nostalgia.
Yeah.
You're like, don't even play with me.
I know why I like the Rick Stussy. Like it just looks cool.
Nah, to be completely honest, like let's be completely real, bro. You're not 100% sold on them Rick Doc Martens either. You're like,
I think he is.
I am. I'm just
He
not
super
paying
is.
700 because I know like if I'm gonna pay 700, I might as well get something I really want. Like 700, I can get like a
My bad, no homo.
not a collab. You feel me?
I guess, but like you
Like
know,
some mainline stuff. You feel me? Like I don't need to. If I'm gonna pay 700, I'm gonna get some mainline Rick. I'm not gonna get like a Doc Martin collab. I was gonna get the Doc Martin collab because of the price point.
Walk out.
And then also, I know it's gonna be a grill. Like everyone's gonna want that. Like if you don't think it's gonna be a grill, you're just hating.
Just
Like
give him the code.
if I don't think Doc Martin Rick Owens from 2020 is gonna be a Grailed, then I'm hating.
It's 4204.
not necessarily you're hating, but it's just you're not seeing the future, bro.
Alright, appreciate you.
Wait, okay.
Wait, where you about to go?
You about to go.
I think he's about to go like smoke a cigarette or something. He says he's gonna go outside for a little bit. Okay, what was the last thing you said? I got opinions for all this shit, nigga. Podcaster, what the fuck?
Basically, I'm saying like if you don't think the Doc Martin Rick is going to be a grill, you're either hating or you're not seeing what like.
Oh,
It's
nah,
going to
I
be-
think it would be a
Like
grill.
what's the
I don't think it's gonna be a grill, bro.
If the archive
Fuck no.
wave still is gonna go and Grailed still gonna be an app, and
Bro,
like,
they
this
already
whole
have
resale
literally
and
like
everything.
13 pairs of shoes that look exactly like them shits.
Yeah, they have the Montclair one.
They got the pentagram shit
They got
all
the
over a bunch of
pentagram
different
one.
shoes. Like, bro, take your
Yeah.
pick.
They got the Doc.
You want the
Martin
main lines? You want the dark shadows? You want
That's
this
not
collab?
the point,
This
bro.
collab?
That's
This
not the
collab?
point that
Like,
I'm making. It's the
it's
point.
the same shoe.
It's kind of like if Michael Jordan was just like, bro, I'm gonna collab with like, I don't know, Mike Tyson or some random thing. You're gonna want to get it just because Michael Jordan's like, you're gonna want to like get a Grailed piece.
I think
That is not a Grail piece.
What Michael Jordan, Mike Tyson? Maybe I
Nah,
should
not that. That's just a horrible comparison. to what we
Michael
talking
Jordan,
about.
Mike Tyson would actually be a cold.
But that's just a completely horrible. That's like an off the wall comparison to what we actually talking about, right? Like you can't make that comparison. It's just they don't.
Okay, here's my argument.
They don't
This is
stand
why
up.
I think it might be a grill. Okay, people love Doc Martin boots.
Right,
It's gonna be there forever, and that's the standard for the boot as far as like the average American citizen niggas Doc Martin boots. Boom.
In London, niggas, you're from London. What the fuck?
Yeah.
So boom, I think all right, solidified. And then Rick Owens, super famous for their shoes, everything they do, but right now the shoes are going crazy this time period, and they're basically fucking boots. So for them two to like mash in this time period, 2021, could look like a Grailed.
Don't really. I mean, look.
Yeah.
I'll never say never, but like it just doesn't seem like something from Rick that would be. You got to understand, bro. The things that make things a grill is a commodity, meaning how sought after it is, right? It boils down to like simple economics, bro. It's supply and demand. So it's like if there's a big ass supply of something, then and like not that high of a demand, then it's not going to be a grill.
Magnifying glass, my nigga.
It's not at all. This is like just simple economics, bro, literally. If it's not, look,
I'll put a million on it.
If there's a lot,
I'll put $1 million on it.
do you have a mill to actually put up?
$1 million. I'll put $1 million. Bro.
But like, look, if something is extremely sought after, right, and there's a big ass supply, like, look, they did a collab with Doc Martin at the peak of Rick Owens' fame, bro. Like, it's not like it's hard to find these fucking shoes, right?
Bro,
it has to be. You don't, bro. Me, it's not like it's hard as fuck to find.
First off, no one can tell, so it's like
we can't. I mean, I'm just
opinion,
like I'm. All right.
Okay, I got a question for KHALID though.
Yeah.
What's something? It doesn't have to be Rick. It doesn't have to be anything, but something in recent times that you've seen come out that you would project that is going to be a grill.
That isn't Rick. That isn't what?
No, I'm saying it doesn't have to be Rick, but just something in recent times that you've seen come out, whether it's a collab that you believe is going to be a future grill that maybe you invested into.
Well, all right. All the Off-White Nikes, for example, are pretty much gonna, especially like the earliest ones. Those are all gonna be grilled. Those
thing, bro.
It's not at all.
Bro, it's Rick Owen, bro. It's Rick Owen.
No, but Virgil, like,
it's
that's
not at all.
Virgil and Nike is like,
it's not at all. You're literally you're off your rocker if you think those are the same fucking thing, bro. You're off your rocker, nigga. You need to go to a senile home if you think those are the same thing.
Bro, it's Rick. You're right. It's not the same thing. It's
at all, bro. You got a little 13. What 13-year-old? What 13-year-old little kid in middle school do you know rocking Rick Owens, bro? Unless they really on some shit. What little 13-year-old you know with Rick Owens on, bro? You know every 13-year-old nigga who listen to Travis Scott, bro.
I'm just trying to let me.
You know every 13-year-old nigga who listen to Travis Scott wear them Off-White shits, bro. You know that. You know that for a fact. They wear Supreme and they wear them Off-White shits, bro. Me and you both know this. They don't wear Rick Owens until they elevate.
These 8th graders gonna be in Rick Owen Doc Martens. They're gonna be in Rick Owen.
Once they elevate, yeah, maybe in like college.
Converse. They're gonna be in Rick Owen Converse. They're gonna be like Off-White. Bro, I want the Rick Owen Converse. Y'all don't have Ramones?
Wait, when?
Bro,
no,
why are you saying you're saying when, bro? I'm saying like, bro, I'm literally working in a store damn near every day. Like, I'm witnessing it happen.
Me too, and I'm witnessing niggas come like, where's your Off-White? Go to the Off-White.
You're like,
bro, come on. Come on, bro.
Where's
like,
Rick?
Yeah,
my guy, don't.
No, time out. Niggas will, bro, niggas come and they look at the Off-White and they'll be like, I see you got shoes. You don't got none of the Nike ones, though?
Yeah, I mean, that's, all right, so basically what I'm trying to say is the collaborations, like, it's making it more accessible. Like, it's making Off-White more accessible to people that don't have access to Off-White.
Let me ask you something, bro.
That's the same thing I'm saying.
How many times in the day do you see niggas come in wearing Rick Owens just in general, bro? How often do you even see that shit?
I saw like
a percentage. Give me percentage every day. What's the percentage of people that have on Rick Owens?
Probably 1%.
It's under exactly, bro. Exactly. Yeah. And what's the percentage of people wearing Off-White?
Like
okay, that's the point.
There you go, bro. That's the point that I'm making.
No, you're literally contradicting yourself because Rick Owens is more commodity. So him doing the collab with Doc Martin is like, yo,
there's less demand.
Pause.
There's less demand.
Get my bar off. So him doing the collaboration, making his designer shoe, which is usually like $1,000, we might get it for less, whatever. $1,000, he's making it $300. Like, bro.
Yeah, meaning there's more supply. He's making it in a Doc Martin factory. There's more supply and there's less demand, bro. Simple economics.
It's like basically
that is not a Grailed.
Bro, when I'm saying, all right, what makes a grill to grill? Basically, the value of the object goes
high demand and low supply equals grill. Equals an exponential growth in price.
Listen, like, basically the item is going to be of higher value than what it released, and it's always going to stay at that value, or it's either going to go higher.
If there's a low supply and a high demand, then yes, the price is going to go up. It's going to jump up.
He's not going to make another Rick Doc Martin. He's not going to be.
We're aware, but they made it in the Doc Martin factory. There's already probably 100,000, if not more, pairs of them shits, bro. Like, what are you talking about? There's so many of those
still
pairs.
$100,000.
There's literally so many of
$700.
There's so many of them pairs.
It's going to be $700,
and not a high enough demand for it to actually equal a high price.
Right? It was at first $300, but now it's $700. So now it's like, nigga, if you bought that shoe, you made your money back. If you ever want to get rid of that shoe, that's basically what I'm saying. A Grailed is like, nigga, you buy something and you're investing in it. Like, you're buying pieces that you invest
that's
in,
what you
that
consider a Grailed?
No, it's like a Grail. Like, it's like, bro,
a Grail.
You're buying it to put into your treasure chest.
A Grail to me is something that's going to be worth a lot more money in a few years.
That's what you just said.
All right, I'm about to go. Yo, like, this nigga about to make me get up, bro.
I mean, that's all up to debate, right? Like, that's all up to debate. Anybody can say Grailed is like what? I mean, Grailed could be fucking staff picks literally.
Grailed is what you make it. What you want it to be.
It's something you put in your treasure chest. So, like, maybe it's not something that's worth, like, gold, but maybe it's some shit that's worth, like,
I'm talking about shit that's gold, bro. That's what a Grailed is to me. Shit that's gonna be worth gold. Like, this is otherwise it's not worth talking. That's like, fine. That's your own personal opinion, bro. But it's not like you gonna sell that shit for 10 times the price. Like,
I don't know.
Well, you guys have two different definitions of Grailed, so you'll never come to a common ground.
Yeah, a Grailed to me, bro. I'm talking about like the Yeezy one where it releases for $215, and now you can't get that shit under $5,000.
Right.
That is a Grailed.
It gradually keeps increasing,
but like exponentially, bro. That is a Grailed. It's something that's worth actually fucking mentioning.
So you're saying the Rick Owens Doc Martin is going to go down in
I'm not necessarily saying it's going to go down. Look, you're not letting me finish. I'm not saying it's necessarily going to go down. What I'm saying is it's not going to go up exponentially, bro. It may be worth double the price. And like you already said, it's worth double the price right now than retail.
Right.
That's it. It's probably not going to it's going to plateau somewhere around there, bro. It's not going to keep going up.
So what is it? So basically, you're agreeing with what I'm saying.
It's like a okay investment. Sure, if you get it for retail, it's sure you can sell it for double the price. But in 10 years, is it going to be worth thousands of dollars? No, it's not.
I don't know. I really don't know.
My projection is that it's not. Yeah. It's like that's what we're talking about.
It's like if you think the Off-White's going to be worth like
thousands and thousands of dollars, I'm certain of it. It already is.
Right. So you're saying Rick Owens, the Mexican designer.
How many Rick Owens? Look. How many pairs of Ricks?
How many hearts is getting closer and closer to mine?
Bruh, I'm about to get stabbed. How many pairs of Ricks can you actually just answer me this? How many pairs of Ricks can you look at on Grailed that's really worth like through the roof more than it retails? That's
because like people, like a lot of majority of the mainstream people, they're getting introduced to not only art and all this other stuff, they're getting introduced to design, and they're like seeing Off-White, and then they're seeing other
CCP designers. Is worth a lot. CCP goes through the roof, and that's even more niche, and that's even a more niche market. So how come Rick Owens isn't going up through the roof in pricing?
I don't know.
I can find a lot of Rick shit for damn near right over retail value, bro. Till this day, I can find so much Rick shit just over retail. Till this day, right now, I can go on and find a bunch of shit. Whether it's a Gimp hoodie, whether it's a Jason hoodie, whether it's some Ramones, whether it's mainline, Dark Shadow. Like, what you mean?
Are Ramones not
Grailed? Necessarily you can't find it. It's just like
well, they're a good shoe. They're a good shoe. They're a popular shoe, but can I go find a pair for a little bit over retail?
People would consider it a Grail, and it's not.
It's a classic piece. It's a classic piece, but if I get a pair of Ramones, can I and hold on to them? Are they going to sell for like way more later? No,
it's not. It's not. But I'm asking you, are they a Grail to you? Because you kind of
by my definition of a Grail, no, a Grail. By my own definition of a Grail, it has to be something that's going to be that's going to be able to sell for a lot more later on. Okay. I would call that maybe a gem or something. I don't know.
Right.
That's something that's more personal.
But I'm like
for you, that might be a gem. Your jacket might be a gem personally. Like,
bro, like
someone else said something.
Okay, this jacket is a gem. But when I'm saying Rick Owens a Grail, I'm saying like, bro, the price is gonna go up. If you want to invest your money into fashion, you like this designer, it's a Grail.
But like we are honestly, we're arguing semantics to a certain point.
I guess.
Well, do you think if you bought it for $700 right now, you think it's gonna go up later?
If I bought it for $700 right now, it would be a big risk. If I bought But that doesn't mean it's a Grailed, because if I bought it at 300, nigga, I made like 200
look,
something dollars.
I'm arguing by my own definition of what a Grailed is. A Grailed is something that's gonna like basically be like you're buying almost like a stock in something like Amazon. You get me? Like,
that's your definition?
Yeah, my own definition is
That's
something that you're buying for a certain price. You're just taking that hit because it's gonna go up in price. Like, it's gonna go up a lot in price. That's my own definition.
So
of
you're saying like it has to go up $1,000. If it's not $1,000, it's not a Grailed.
That's arguable. That's where we can debate.
I guess that's basically what we're saying, because I'm saying like the price went up regardless. Like the price went up immediately.
Yeah, but most things,
like what if I say like I want them
are gonna go up.
What if I see them in person? What if other people see them in person and they're just like, bro, these are the hardest ones.
I think
Like,
it's whatever. I think
really
it's really
don't know.
whatever
It's
the
whatever
people push.
the people-
Though, nowadays,
I agree.
That's what I'm saying.
I agree, but like by my definition, what a Grailed is, there's clearly certain things that like adhere to that definition of things that are cheap at first, go through the roof in price, and that's really what I'm like defining it as.
Right.
But other than that, we arguing semantics. Like whether you want them or not, that's fine. But my only thing that I'm arguing is I don't think that they're going to be worth a lot more than they retail for 10 years from now.
I don't know. The Doc Martens look like a Grailed. The Converse kind of look like, I don't know, they might be booth. I don't know.
I love the Converse. I think
And supply and demand play a really
Converse,
large
like
part
maybe
in it.
someone like you might make other people might like the Converse, but like I might be one of the people that missed out on Converse because I just don't know how they're gonna look.
Right.
On some real shit. And I was just like, all I'm saying is like the price went up.
And also to that same token,
how many
bro,
people ask you for your shoes a day? How many people ask you about
All
your
right,
shoes
say your last
a day?
thing, then I'll transfer this.
all right,
podcast
look
to something else.
to that same token, bro. How many Grailed? Like, look, when you go on Grailed, there's a big price difference between if you go just sort it from high to low, right? It's certain things that's expensive as shit for a certain reason because it was low supply and a really high demand for it. So they're like through the roof expensive. That's what I would consider to be a real Grailed. Like those pieces are the Graileds. The ones that till this day, 20 years later from when they first came out is worth so much fucking money.
20 years later is a long time. I'm just saying immediately, we're seeing the immediate. So I'm like, if you're trying to see immediate return, like kind of like Dogecoin,
I think those things are interchangeable.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely the best thing. I mean, what about the... I'll give us time to look at the Rick Owens championship. I know none of you guys seen it, and I don't really feel like...
I don't know about the
pulling it up.
champion. I'm still gonna cop it because it's like, nigga, you're gonna cop off like if you have Pyrex or you want some regular champion shorts. Nigga, I want to go to sleep in some Pyrex shorts. Like, I don't want to go to sleep in no regular degular.
All right, I'm gonna bring in this last topic, but it's just something that I've been thinking about by myself. I don't know if you guys been experiencing the same thing, but I feel like my whole life, right, like I've been searching for like new music. I've always been staying on top of new music and new artists and SoundCloud era and all this shit. But lately, like I've been finding myself like finding like year-old songs like via either it's TikTok or just like the Baby Sosa shit that I came across because somebody put me on. But it's like there's almost so much an influx on music that I'm missing out on shit from before that like was really fire, and now I'm picking that out and like I'm listening to that now, which is the first time in my life like I really took pride in listening to the most newest shit. I took a lot of pride in that, and I was wondering if you guys are experiencing the same thing with music because of the influx.
You're saying like too much music?
I'm saying basically when you're finding new music, are you low-key finding like actual new music lately? Or have you been finding like a little bit maybe older music that's...
I don't know, because like the Baby Sosa, I found out like when she dropped it, because I go on my Discover weekly. Mm-hmm. And like honestly,
on SoundCloud, right?
If you want some weird shit, if you go on Spotify and you just listen to your friends' music, it's going to show you other local people that are like similar or whatever. Mm-hmm. So like you can do that, or you can just go on SoundCloud and just look at the playlist and just keep going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper.
For sure.
Until you find.
I'm never on SoundCloud, but yeah, probably like I find more older acts.
Older acts.
Just like now, I find them for the first time.
It's just really weird. I brought it up just because I don't know. It's really like I really did take a lot of pride in finding the most like always new shit, new artists. But there's almost just so much music that it's just like, damn, now I'm even finding older shit that's fire.
Well, to be honest, I don't want to narrow you into a box or anything, but I feel like I'll speak for myself. Like for a long time, I was finding all the new like hip hop artists and shit. So whether it was like
that's what I'm talking about.
Like Wiz, I remember Wiz first coming out, Currency first coming out, you know, like I remember that era of shit. I remember, you know, Cudi first coming out, Travis first coming out, you know, all these people are huge now. And for sure that slowed down because, like you said, there's such a big influx of music. But at that same time, there was so much like electronic and alternative and all these other genres of music, you know, groups
that was
coming
looked
out.
over.
Yeah, that was, you know, or at least I wasn't digging for.
Right.
And those is kind of like more the acts that I tend to dig for now.
Because I used to go as far as like how I would find new artists and shit. I would tap in with local videographers, YouTubers. Like if I was into like the Michigan scene, like I was really into that the most last thing. So I would find out who's shooting Rio, the Young OGs, his music videos, and like RMC Mics or whoever's like I'm fucking with, and I would click on his page and see all the new niggas coming out and shit. That's usually how I find new music.
Honestly, another way too. My bad.
No, you good.
Is like the playlist thing. Like there's people that make playlists, like that Gilligan dude that linked me with 070 or linked us with 070.
He has like his own SoundCloud that he hosts.
Yeah.
Music, yeah.
Exactly. He has his own SoundCloud that he hosts music, kind of like Spotify playlists. And like say for instance like YL or whatever, or Sabar Ryuk would put his music out on his playlist, and he already has an audience, so it's automatically going to get plays regardless. So it's like you're putting this
like
out.
A collab.
It's like it collab, and it's like the modern day
He
A&R.
has the viewers. I have the song. Drop it on his song. They come to me, and he's
It's a platform.
Yeah, the digital A&R, I would say. Like
I want to circle back, bro.
You want to
I want to circle back.
Grailed, nigga.
I want to circle back on the grill, bro. I want to circle back to this grill thing.
You're like, fuck that other shit.
No, I do. I want to circle back to this grill thing
Go
one
ahead.
time. All right, so yeah, all right. Let me give you some examples. Like, look, everybody's definition of like is literally asking like, what's your definition of a dime for like a shorty, right? Everyone's definition is gonna change, right?
Right.
So like, by all means, this isn't the fucking dictionary definition of what a Grailed is, but by my own definition of what it is, bro, look at like the Louis Vuitton Kanye West shit, right? Even if you have the bread, like this is how I define it. Even if you have the bread to spend on it, it's not that
find
easy.
that shit.
You might not even be able to find that shit, and if you do, it might not be in your size. Like it's a lot of things that I actually want and would spend like any amount of bread on, but I literally can't find the item. It's like it's a Rick Owens like van silhouette that they made. A lot of people don't even know about this. Came out a long time ago, and it's like you can't find it, you know. And if you do, it's like $5,000 or something like that. Like the dunks, the Rick Owens dunks. Those, there's such a low supply and such a high demand for them, and just so much like of a you know thing behind it, so much of like a history and a story behind it, like it's almost like a myth, you know, that it's even if you have the bread, even if you have the bread, you might not even be able to find it. If you do, it might not be in your size. If you do, the quality might not be there.
Might
like
be so old or fucked.
Exactly.
And
It's not as easy as just having the money. Whereas the shoe we're talking about right now, bro, if you have the bread, you can just get them. You can get 20 pairs today if you want, you know, if you have the bread to spend on it. I don't consider that that's because there's a high supply of them. Like I don't that's I think where we differ on the definition. A Grailed has to be something that's A, hard to find, B, appreciates in value like exponentially, and C, you know, it's kind of just has that, you know, like legacy or whatever of being like
that hype behind
that's
that.
the piece. Those are like the standout pieces
what you say?
from history.
I agree as well, but I just think that you're projecting that it is going to be
I'm saying
you think it is
I
gonna be
agree.
that.
I agree with what you're saying. Like that is a grill, but I'm just saying like what you're saying is a grill is probably more expensive grill right now. But like, do you have the holy grill with Jesus sipped wine out of, and then you have like a grill where it's like, nigga, I have like 100,000 bullion, my nigga, which is like a lot of gold. So I'm just saying like it's not worth that right now, or it might not even be worth like $1 million or infinite eternity or whatever the fuck the holy grail is. But like, I'm just saying it's a grill, my nigga. Like you made your money back, and you made some.
Are Pyrex shorts grilled?
Low key, yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I think Pyrex anything is low key a grill.
Anything
you can find those a lot,
Virgil
right?
does is a grill. It sucks.
I'm just
I
trying
might
to
disagree with that.
No, I agree. I agree.
There's a lot of off-white. Look, it's a lot of off-white T-shirts and a lot of Louis Vuitton pieces that you can find for damn near the same price as retail. They just didn't sell like that, you know? And that's the thing that I'm trying to circle back to. Demand
I'm just being
plays a
biased
huge
because
part.
I'm just saying like he kind of broke a visual barrier for a lot of people to see. So
Look,
like,
it's
I'm
about
saying, like,
supply
anything he does-
and then demand. You feel me? Them two have to it has to be the perfect Venn diagram of them two to come together for
I
it to
forget- I
equal
think
like
you
something
forget how
that's...
many people are in the planet Earth, bro. Our own planet Earth, bro.
I think you're forgetting like Grailed. I think you're forgetting the app, bro.
we are
Like,
into it, but
stat
like,
picks.
not
I
everyone.
can literally go
not
find you
everyone-
like off-white pieces for damn near cheaper than retail.
Bro, that's
I can
it
actually
right
find
now,
that.
bro. Not everyone is into like design,
But there's a
fashion,
high
into art,
supply.
into
There's
this and that
a
and
there's
the other.
a look.
Well,
there's a
don't you think
ridiculous
time
supply.
has like time tells all for this
sure.
for this
If
conversation,
I'm wrong, bro, I'm wrong. I don't
Like
know,
if
bro.
Virgil dies and then got shot right now, God
No, why would you say
forbid.
that?
For
whatever.
sure, but like, look, if
Yeah.
I can compare you a pair of the off-white Caravaggio shorts.
Damn, what if Virgil died from black on black crime? That'd be great.
If he died from
Is that fucked up?
if he died from black on black crime, like I probably would like. Would you shed a tear? I probably would, cause it's like nigga, what?
No, if he just fucked up, like it just be like, damn.
Yeah, we
bro.
don't endorse that energy, bro. We want
like,
we want
we
this
were
man to live a very long
Like
time.
somebody was trying to
for
rob
real,
Virgil
like,
for
why'd
his
you say
fucking paper clips or something. That's fucked up.
Please, knock on wood, bro.
Oh yeah, for
knock on
sure.
wood,
God
for
forbid.
real.
I mean, I don't want all niggas to win, but shit, all niggas die from black on black crime too. Shit. I mean, a lot of niggas do. That's what I meant.
I gave a fuck with that, bro.
What if a nigga just pulled up and like, what if he was flexing one day, had the Urus? I'm talking shit now because we're on an hour. He had the Urus, you know, Virgil got the VVS fucking paper clips and Chicago nigga
the one that
pulled
Drake was
strap.
talking about?
Yeah.
Damn.
There's only 2 in the world.
Yeah, fuck.
My sriracha noodles. Shout out Drake. You guys have any?
Virgil definitely has like, you know, the security that president has. He has something a little bit higher than that.
No, he doesn't.
Chill out.
Oh, it's Louis Vuitton.
He said it's Louis Vuitton. They got big ass sock fucking puppets guarding them
They
probably.
got a lot of money.
The president has like 6 different cars driving.
Bro, they got Gianni Versace outside his
Sure,
crib.
maybe I'm
What you talking
exaggerating.
about?
Maybe I'm exaggerating. But I'm just saying he has security. Like niggas not gonna rob Virgil.
They got Gianni.
And I get shot. Like,
Hey,
you gonna get shot in the
knock
back or
on wood, they got Gianni Versace literally
Let hood
outside
niggas
of his
find out
hood,
who Virgil
outside
is.
of his fucking house.
But that's like a little bit before we knew how like important it was. Like there were so many celebrities getting killed back then. They didn't like
Celebrities getting killed now.
Explain your point, bro.
like the Charles Manson people. Like they definitely killed some celebrities. Like Bruce Lee definitely got killed by like someone on set. Like
For real? I didn't know. Don't fuck me up because you fucked me up when you told me Martin Luther King.
Oh, let's not talk about Martin Luther
These are
King.
Bro,
Nah.
he told me I'm gonna
Let's not talk. If we talk about Martin Luther King, I'm gonna throw it.
That's what fucked
Hey,
me
you
up.
saying a lot of opinions rather than facts right now, bro.
No, I'm not saying opinion. These are facts.
The people want to know now.
These are
About Martin
facts.
Luther-
The Martin Luther King, I don't want to talk about it. Y'all look it up for yourself.
We'll bring it up in the next.
Look up MLK white women.
He had an affair with the white girl. Marco
No,
put us
not
on,
even
bro.
that.
It's been fucking me up ever since.
It's not
then.
even that, bro.
And this is a
It's
black
not so
podcast,
much.
bro. I don't
True.
endorse this.
I'm not trying to endorse
you
it.
mean?
It's just
We can
like
talk
I'm
about
just
it.
trying to see like why are these people putting it out, one, or like is it true?
Hey, Bob Marley.
Because it kind of hurt.
Bob Marley used to hit his wife.
All right. We'll end it off on that one. We always end it up on a funny way.
like-
Thank you guys for pulling up. Everything's in the bio. Love y'all. Peace. Gang.